Hi there, this is our week 7 help video, and I don't have a really strict topic that I wanted to talk about tonight, so I thought I'd just chat a little bit about some ways that you can work on developing your conversational fluency even with an online class. So I know that with an online class, one of the frustrations for students can be that you don't have a lot of chance to practice speaking and listening to the language. So a couple things. First, in order to make sure that you're taking full advantage of opportunities to listen to the language, make sure that you're watching all of the videos that are provided for you, especially those culture videos that are in Spanish. Watch those, watch them several times through, let them play while you're working on other things. They're great, great sources of authentic Spanish language to listen to. And also, I think I've mentioned before, but Spanish music. If you find some of those artists that you like in the culture lessons, maybe create a Spotify or Pandora station based on those musicians, and you'll be able to find other Spanish language artists that have a similar style. So that's a really good opportunity for you that today's technology allows for you. And so some of those options give you good opportunities for listening. You can also watch on YouTube or like BBC and different places. You can find access to Spanish news stories. So that might be a good place to get authentic Spanish to listen to as well. And then for working on your speaking skills, one thing that I encourage students is just to get used to talking to yourselves. So I know that's a funny piece of advice, but look for opportunities to kind of narrate your day as much as you can in Spanish. Find ways to talk about the things that are day-to-day activities in Spanish. So when you're thinking about your homework, see if you can talk about it in Spanish. Say things like, tengo que hacer la tarea de español, o tengo que estudiar la biología, tengo que estudiar para el examen de matemáticas, that kind of thing. And in, I think, the next unit or chapter 4 or chapter 5, we'll talk about daily routines, and then you can talk about your daily routines to yourself. You can talk about, there's lots of things that we've learned that you can start to incorporate throughout the day, and just look for opportunities to talk, even if you're the only one who knows what you're saying. It's just getting your brain used to processing verbal language in Spanish, because you have a lot of opportunity to read and write in Spanish with the online class. But I just really would encourage you to find ways to increase your oral productive skills as well. And then one final tip, and I put this in an announcement as an extra credit opportunity, but look for cultural events that you can participate in. This weekend, of course, is a great one with the Latin, the Hispanic cultural celebration on Saturday at the CWI campus, and then there's events throughout the week as well. Some different panels and debates and lectures that you can participate in. But especially that celebration on Saturday. And then, of course, October is Hispanic Heritage Month, and the end of October, beginning of November, we have Dia de los Muertos. There's a lot of cultural events over the next month or two that you should be able to find opportunities to participate in through community events as well. So keep an eye on calendars like the Hispanic Cultural Center in Nampa, and that kind of thing, and look for opportunities to get involved with the Spanish-speaking community in this area. Even something as simple as going to an authentic Mexican restaurant. And, even if it might feel funny sometimes, but let your server know that you're learning Spanish. And a lot of times you'll find that native Spanish speakers are more than happy to help you practice. And sometimes it'll feel like they're laughing at you. And usually it's just that they don't know how else to react to somebody who's trying to practice Spanish with them. But, try not to get too self-conscious about that, and just engage in the culture as much as you can, and with people who speak Spanish, other classmates. If you ever have the opportunity to put together a study group and meet with some of your classmates, I would strongly encourage you to do that. And then, of course, fully engage as much as possible in our live chat or voice thread activities, whichever one you choose to do. We will have one next week in week 8. And so watch for that and make sure that you're really taking full advantage of those assignments as an opportunity to practice your listening and speaking skills in Spanish. So hopefully some of those tips are helpful, and let me know if you have questions, and I will see you all online.